Hey y'all, it's your girl Lovinnaaa, and this is going to be how to start a successful business in 2024. Before we get into everything, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow my external social medias, which are linked in the description box down below. And don't forget to read the deadline writer while you're down there. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video because y'all already know what's up. So I put on my story, I was like, do you guys want a girl talk or do you guys want a how to start successful business 2024? And of course y'all said the business video, so I'm gonna give it to y'all. So just for some credibility and for some background, last year, well, towards the end of last year, towards the end of 2022, I started my business called The Claw Collection. It was a press-on brand. And in the beginning, it was extremely successful. And then towards the end, y'all, I can say this without any shame, it really started to weaken. So with the success aspect of my business and the failing aspect of my business, I feel like I can really put y'all onto game and really tell y'all what's real. I like to talk about things such as what kind of business, how to start, creating logos, profit, LLCs. I'm going to talk about shipping so that you're not overpaying for shipping. I'm going to talk about consistency, working with your schedule. So just stay tuned for it all because I'm really going to push y'all on and I'm going to tell y'all the things that I wish people told me before I started my business. So I wrote some things down as like pinpoints so you know I can really talk to y'all and make sure that I don't miss anything. First thing that I want to say is think about the kind of business owner you are or the kind of business owner you want to be. And what I mean by that, I didn't think about this and I really wish somebody would have told me this. There are so many different forms of business. You have online prints that you can sell on Etsy. You have press-ons, which is what I did. I have a clothing brand. But see, the difference is I was making press-ons without a manufacturer. So I was coming home, I was making press-ons from hand, I was packaging them myself, and it was taking like 4 hours to make a set. And if I had like 5 sets, I was set back on top of having school or whatever. Yet if I had an Etsy shop or something like that, all I have to do is click send and it's already done. Think about the kind of business owner that you want to be. Do you want to be somebody who puts time and effort into these things for 3 hours and then you ship it out and do everything by yourself? Do you want to manufacture? Do you want to do everything digitally? Think about what kind of person you are and don't romanticize it. Be real with yourself. Like, once this gets going, will I still be able to be consistent in the long run? So going into what I just said, think about your schedule too, because I don't feel like I really thought about my schedule. I'm still a high school student. Not only am I a high school student, y'all, I'm an athlete. So I had athletics after school. I would have games after an 8-hour school day. And then I was coming home and doing nails. Nails in the beginning for me was extremely successful because I started in the summer and I had free time. But once that school started back up, y'all, I really did not have time to balance everything. I was tired. And I'm the kind of person, if I feel like I can't give it 100%, I can't give it my all, it's not going to be its best quality, I'm just going to stop. And that's another thing. Customer service. Be real with yourself. If you know you don't have good customer service skills, y'all, don't do it. I've had so many people, y'all, hit my DM when I was doing press-ons. No hey, no nothing, just like, I want this. I remember I had one girl, she hit my DM, y'all. She was like, I want this. When can I have it? Hey to you too. Just be prepared for people to not have manners. Be prepared to have patience because you're going to be dealing with a lot of different kind of people. Prepare yourself for that, okay? Also, think about your schedule. Make sure that you have your schedule together and will it fit into your schedule and allow you to still be stable. So the next thing that I want to say is come up with your business idea, okay? So whatever your business is, something that you can actually see yourself doing in the long run, because also keep in mind this is going to be a form of a flow of income. So if you're into fashion, do you want to do clothing? If you're into nails, do you want to do press-ons? If you are into digital design, do you want to share different designs on Etsy or something of the sort? Do you sell lip glosses or whatever it may be though? So anyway, come up with a business idea. Next, come up with a business plan. I feel like the planning aspect of my business was probably one of the most successful things, and that's why my business did start, I feel like, as soon as it did, because I feel like I had the idea 5-6 months prior to when I actually started. So I feel like the business plan aspect of it is so important. Business plan, come up with a name, come up with what you want to do, come up with a slogan too if you can. That really helps. I think I said logo already, and your products. So this part is so important. If y'all do not listen to anything that I'm going to say in this video, listen to this part, because this is the money aspect part of it. Your profit is so important. If you don't know what profit is pretty much how much money you get out of what you put in. Say you invest $100 into something. You put $100 into something. You flip it for $200. You made $100 profit. Bought something for $50 and you flip it for $80. You made $30 profit. So get all the products that you need. Find your manufacturer. Find whoever you're going to buy things from. I don't really know a lot about manufacturers because me personally, the business that I was in, I did not have to have a manufacturer. I probably should have gotten a manufacturer. Or if you think about doing press-ons, what I recommend doing looking back now, and this is probably what I'm going to do in the upcoming future, find a wholesale vendor and buy from a wholesale vendor who is okay with you reselling their products, and do that and sell their products in bulk, but then make custom nails that are just for like customs, if that makes sense, like just for the 10, and charge higher for those because they're custom. I wouldn't know. Now looking back, that's probably what I'm going to do. If you're thinking about doing press-ons, do that, especially if you have a busy schedule, because I would not do what I did last year if I knew that it was going to go the way it did. With that failure comes growth and experience, so I'm so glad that I can share that with you guys. That's what I was saying. Plan out everything you need. Plan out all your products, whatever, your boxes, your shipping, your bubble mailers. I'm going to get into shipping later too, because I feel like a lot of money is wasted in shipping that people don't know because they don't know tips and tricks, but that's what I'm put you on. So get all your products that you need, shipping, everything that's included that goes into one order. Sum up the pricing of it all and base your pricing off of what you're putting into your business, and that's how you're going to make profit. Another thing that I want to say, people are going to try you on your prices. People are going to try you on your prices. Some people are cheap, and people are going to try you on your prices. Stand on your prices. Do not let anybody make you feel bad for your prices. Your prices are your prices for a reason. And you want to build loyal clientele who is going to stand with you. So why would you lower your prices and build clientele who does not respect and stand with you? Don't. So stand on your prices, because your prices are your prices for a reason. And that's another thing with being a business owner. People are going to try you. It's up to you to be professional, to stand on it. Make sure that your profit, though, is actually towards you. And another thing that I want to say, you're going to have to be prepared to be selfless. My sister told me this at the beginning, because my sister is a business owner. When I first started my business, she said having a business is like a baby. If you don't pour into it, it's going to die. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all, the first few checks, I want to say, that came in, like, not checks, but y'all know what I'm saying, the first money flow that really came in, like the consistent money flow that came in, y'all, it's not going to go to you. And I'm not going to say it's not going to go to you, but depending on how you split the money up, the majority of it, 9 times out of 10, is going to go back into your business. And what I mean by that is, when I invested in my business, I literally saved up money, and I had my cousins invested in me. Shout out to Dana, because she got my nail table and all that stuff. I saved up money, and I pretty much got all the stuff I needed to make nails. So I was selling nails at school and building clientele within school and going to games, and there were girls who would like book with me through Instagram. Sorry for the background noise. Girls who would book with me through Instagram, and then I would give them like nails at games, but I was not shipping out yet because I did not have a thermal printer. So when the money started to flow in, my first few payments went to that thermal printer. Like, it did not go to me. What I mean by that, like, you have to prepare to be selfless. You have to prepare to make sure that your business is stable before the money starts going to you. Of course, some of that money was split up to me, and then the other was to the thermal. Also, I'm gonna get to thermal printers when I get to shipping. But yeah, just be prepared for that aspect of it. So the next thing that I want to say is look into an LLC. LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I don't know that much about LLCs, and I'm not going to sit here and give you lies and false information or half truths because I don't know. So look into an LLC. A lot of business owners have LLCs, but I'm not really going to go into depth on them because for one, I do not have an LLC, so I'm not going to tell y'all that. But I know LLCs can be very important to businesses, so definitely do your research on getting an LLC depending on what kind of business you want. I'm sorry that I can't offer that information to you though, but I refuse to give y'all something and it's not true. The thing that I want to talk about, y'all, is your marketing skills and your discipline. So this is such a big thing. Marketing is business cards, Instagram posts, TikTok posts, whatever it is to get the people to see your product. So Canva, I recommend, is really great for advertising. Also, Canva's aspect to everything though, because I really feel like without it, it's harder to build clientele. And of course, you can build clientele on your own face-to-face socially, but it's so much better when you can really get the word out and expand it to people. So for marketing and templates, I definitely recommend Canva. It's such a great app for digital design and just stuff of that sort. Next thing I want to talk about, y'all, is discipline. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be disciplined. If you know you gotta get something done by a certain time, you need to get it done. And the reason I say you have to be disciplined is because this is not a 9 to 5. This is not school. You're not gonna have anybody in your ear telling you get up, you gotta do it, unless it's like a friend or somebody who genuinely cares about you. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna happen unless you make it happen. So you have to be disciplined. If you gotta get something done and you know you got plans at 12, you might just have to wake up at 8. You might just have to wake up at 7 on a weekend. Like, it's gonna have to get done. There's nobody in your ear forcing you to get it done. There's not gonna be no due date. You have to get it done. So you need to be disciplined. Sorry, my alarm went off. So you have to be disciplined. That's literally an alarm for me for shooting a video. So it's crazy that came on now because I'm shooting a video right now. But the next thing I want to talk about, y'all, is shipping. Oh my gosh, shipping. I feel like so many people waste money on shipping and are blowing extra money than they should be. So if you are going to have a business where you need to ship, let me start by saying this: don't go through the postal office. Don't go through the post office. I'm going to tell y'all what I did, and it literally saved me so much money in the long run. It might look like, dang, this gonna make my pockets hurt, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I did, because in the long run, y'all, the money starts to add up. And when you just spend the money in the beginning over time and you look back, it's really an investment in yourself. So what I did, y'all, go to Amazon. I personally got bubble mailers because my stuff wasn't that big, but get boxes in bulk, get bubble mailers in bulk, whatever you're going to be using to package your product, get it in bulk off of Amazon or off of Etsy or Shein, or where, I don't know if Shein shows boxes, but somewhere where you can buy it in bulk. Y'all get the point. Next thing you're gonna do, if you can, get a thermal printer. Now you can write your what's it called, you can write your labels out. Look up how to write your labels out, because you don't have to buy a thermal printer right away. You can write your shipping labels out, and I know some people who do write their shipping labels out, and that is totally fine if you do not want to go purchase a thermal printer. But pretty much a thermal printer is a printer that uses heat and lasers to conduct shipping labels. I have one, I just didn't grab it, but I went on Amazon, y'all, and I got my thermal printer. But pretty much get thermal printers, shipping labels, buy your stuff in bulk, and make a pirate ship account. So pirate ship is a shipping label literally website. It's free. You pretty much get all the information from the people, and it charges you, but pretty much it gives you different, different mailing companies. So you can print a shipping label with FedEx, you can print a shipping label with UPS. I usually ship with UPS. You can print a shipping label with USPS, and pretty much based off the weight and the size of your box is how much it's going to weigh. Oh, also get a kitchen scale, because you have to weigh your stuff. And if you already have a kitchen scale, perfect. You already have the game. And from there, y'all, just go into that. But look into pirate ship, y'all, because I really recommend that. And for me, my shipping was usually $6. And if I had gone to the postal service or gone to the postal office, I would have spent $10+. So over time, y'all, that may sound crazy. It's like, it's just an extra $4, y'all. But over time, that money starts to add up and it starts to pull away from your pocket. So it's just like all about being smart about it, you know? The last thing I'm going to talk about, y'all, is be consistent and believe in yourself. There are going to be so many people who are going to be like, yeah, this is a great idea, you should really do this. I'm speaking from experience. And then you post about it, they're not going to follow, they're not going to support, they're not going to repost until they see it blow up. And people are not supportive until they see results. So you have to believe in yourself, be true to yourself, and have faith in yourself, and trust and pray that's going to happen. And with due time and consistency, it will. You guys found this video really helpful, and I'm so grateful that you guys sat here and watched and listened to me. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to comment them, and honestly, I'm going to do my best to answer them, but if I can't, I hope somebody else in the comment section can, or I'll ask around and get the answer for you. But whether do, that is all for today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow my external social medias, which are linked in the description box down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to read the daily reminder. But until I see you next time, don't forget to protect your energy, yourself, and your peace. I love you always. Mwah.